Yeah, because I got some notes, but it'd be fun to roll for it.
That's probably gonna be me.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be you.
Let's see if the streak continues. Oh, thank God.
We're slow. Oh, wait, hold on.
Not a single 2-digit roll so far.
Yeah, well, it's good. We need to wash all these things off our dice. So.
That is how it works.
We need to just
Let's
get rid of these numbers.
His
Oh.
dice absolutely have memory.
It's like
I mean,
running away
D&D
from the
don't
bear. You
advise-
don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster.
Chuck, would you
Ninja.
like me to roll?
Just now.
Yes, I am here. Wait, what did you need from me?
A
Right.
D20.
You can just roll it for me. I'm not at my computer. I'm dealing with
Okay.
pizza night and a screaming child.
Oh no! I failed you.
Nice.
Chuck, are you able to give the recap?
Absolutely not. I have the worst memory out of anybody here. So like we all played D&D for a couple hours, I guess, and
I think there were some rolls made.
yeah, we did stuff. There was probably a battle of some kind.
Actually, I don't think
There was
at
not.
that time.
There was.
I mean, there was a mini one, but
Unless you missed the last
There-
session.
No, you didn't miss the last session. We did Cards Against Humanity.
We got jumped by those elven archer people.
That was the week before that.
That I did miss last session.
Oh, you might have
Might
actually,
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there was an incredibly brief one where you met some refugees and one of the elves, and he was a little bit belligerent.
Shit talker. That's what he was.
Yeah, he got the best of them than that.
yeah, we were trying to be nice and trying to understand him. And he called us racist.
Fucking Althsteir. He's on the list.
Were you?
Was he wrong though? Was he wrong?
Not so much, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's lumping all the different species together, all the different races together as one race. So, who's the real racist?
Gary Gygax.
True.
Bring it
Sure.
back to the beginning.
That's what we call a callback.
I think I
So
got-
yeah,
I think I got some notes. I can put some stuff together.
because Chuck is passing, it's up for grabs, and double inspiration for anyone who takes over.
Oh shit! I remember.
He's like, hold on. You want to give it a crack, Parkin?
Yeah, I can do that. So, since this was from 2 weeks ago, we had started just after the fight with the elves. We learned that I cannot say the proper name. We were making camp. We got approached by a party of travelers, mostly consisted of tieflings and one dwellman.
Delmwyn.
Delwyn.
Oh, you got it. There you go.
Which ensued into him being very haughty, because Harkin was, he was making generalizations, but also he was about all the people that came to this land. So we'll call it equal.
Yes, but when the white man tries to say that he is equally offensive as the Native American on the land that he took, maybe you're not actually equal.
To be fair, he was asking some pretty standard questions, like, "Hey, was this their marked territory? Did we trespass upon some sacred ground?" He's like, "I don't know. You think we're all the same?" And then he then says, "We're all one tribe." Anyways, that quickly devolved until we kind of got back on the right track. We kind of eased tensions. they were about to leave, and then more wars ensued. I believe Solarn was insulted, Chuck was insulted. Chuck then bitch slapped him. Solarn passed out again.
After
after-
diffusing the situation. Okay, I thought you were just gonna say I passed out.
No, that's why I have. Solarn passes out again, trying to defuse the situation some more. I can't remember how effective it was, but basically, after the Chuck and my brain, the elf had fought. They left peacefully. We continued to travel. We came across a group of dead dryads. They were quite far from some trees. We did a small burial for them. We then found orcish lumberers deforesting and killing dryads.
Mhm.
Probably not to their knowledge. And then we make it back to the city with the family. The family's all safe. We drop them off. We go to the end that we went to previously, where Chuck had cleaned, and we met like this research, magical research orc who's like, "Hey, try this spell out, or try this scroll out for me. I want to see what it does." And that is where we ended. We had not decided what we were doing next.
Didn't I just
you
go
remember-
over all this when I said we played D&D?
Yeah.
Do you remember what that scroll did?
Let me double check.
Yeah,
it-
that's like the
did we
one
get-
thing I did write down.
Did we get more than one?
We got
That's
one, but then he's gonna work on a different spell for us.
So I don't.
So the-
I don't quite remember. I don't remember if I put that down anywhere. Let me.
So it was like a mind eater spell,
Oh yeah.
and if they're dead, you can essentially absorb their memories and knowledge for an hour.
That makes sense.
And then that's when I had asked, can you do it to someone who's alive? Or what would happen?
Yeah, because I think there was a question of because Harkin was there. I remember he was asked like if he wanted something more combat or more healy, and I know Solarn is like we need someone who can heal more, and I'm like but I like doing damage. I remember that part.
and it is more
Um,
fun.
And then he did agree, yes, to make more was it more scrolls or help develop new spells? I can't remember.
He was
Kind
gonna
of
work on
both.
one that he called Gelgor's Great Gains.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pure
I
games,
love that
baby.
one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I
think
forgot
that's
about
where we
that
left
one.
off.
Remember we were limping off to bed for a long rest, I think.
Yes, that's why we had gone to the end.
Yeah. The one other thing I think that we kind of got out of him. Do you remember what he had said about that meeting, Harkin?
The meeting that's being held here in Durkheim.
Yeah. Like what kind of came out of there?
I don't quite remember. My notes are kind of scarce on that. I remember that being a conversation topic, but I don't remember if he was actively involved in that or if it was the Troika.
He was an
Corryn.
attendant there. It wasn't exclusively Troika.
Yeah. So there's a Genesee sorcerer named Agate who I think they said had a connect, either was part of Troika or the
Mhm.
founder,
Part of.
and then and he I think he cast a spell or he did something with magic that kind of put everyone in there like kind of on alert, like it wasn't a comfortable feeling from what I remember. That he kind of like showcased like the
New
power.
spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he summoned like a giant boulder or something. And that was kind of weird because the first two settlements looked like they kind of got wrecked by large, heavy objects. Or something like that.
But yeah, they were uneasy because he was demonstrating like a new level unlocked of magic.
Ah. I just was looking at my character sheet. Is there a reason I have -4 strength at the moment?
That was from one of the monsters that you fought.
Oh, those were from those like the
did.
weird shadowy dryad things, right?
Yeah.
When we met up
Yep.
with Palatar? Okay. I was like, why is it so low? I was like, I don't remember it being that low.
It should be back to normal now, though.
No.
No?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Anyways. Um
Did D&D Beyond pull the Humblewood setting?
I can look right now. I don't have it purchased, but you're saying like pull it from the site altogether?
Like I could be completely missing it, but it looks like they pulled it from the site.
weird.
It's not on earlier, and I could click it, I think. I would be very disappointed if they did, because I fucking bought that shit.
Yeah. here we go. Literally talk what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad.
Because it's not on the listed sources unless I'm very much missing it.
I thought I saw it just a couple days ago, but it could have changed.
I mean,
was
I see it in the marketplace right now. I don't have
Is
it
it-
purchased, but it is.
It's one of those partner contents, right? It's not actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it used to
Yeah.
be listed in the source content. Okay, I can search for it and I can find it, but it's not listed under the sources.
They might have
Maybe they
moved a
just
bunch of
moved
stuff
it?
around.
Must have been. Okay. So you are all long rested. Your strength is still quite noticeably low. Conspicuously.
Oh. Where's the long press button? Got my hit die back. Woo!
I would like more of those, please.
Yeah, you used all of your hit die. Short rests are not great for you.
But yeah, guess we'll come down in the morning, meet up in the common room. I guess we're gonna. So where to next? Do we return to Brinsendar, bring this stone? Or do we try to find more work here?
Bryn Shandar is quite far away,
Not Prince.
up in Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
You mean Voltsnu, correct?
Voltsnu, yes. I was reading a book last night. It was a lot of weird shit going on. It didn't make much sense. This party kept
I would
going in
think-
random circles.
Yeah, I would say Voltsnu would be a good backtracking point. He was paying what, 20 gold per pound?
Yes, I believe that was the agreed rate.
Let me double check. Yeah, 20 gold per pound.
leads here unless we go looking.
Yep, and I believe if we do go back to Voltsnu, me and Toei owe some ore in exchange for that equipment that we had gotten.
That is true. Orders have been placed.
Did we pick up Chut's mop yet?
No, you
Yeah.
have not.
I thought that we did because I thought that we
don't
did.
remember.
I think
We
we
did
came
not.
back, but
I was
think
told
was
it
the
needed
same
to be
day.
made.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess before we can go anywhere, we better check on the blacksmith, see if we can get Chut's new and improved clean and implement.
Was there anything else that you were waiting on?
We had sold the map to get Lavas his money that he wanted to get his sword
Coded.
treated.
No, we did the favor in exchange to get the sword upgraded.
Okay.
That's why we went out to go get the blacksmith's family.
I thought
Mhm.
that was for the mop though, or did we pay for the mop?
You're paying for the mop.
Okay.
Well, let's just check, see what progress they have made.
Just as you're getting ready to go, coming down from upstairs appear two other figures in the middle of a discussion, but seem to be staying here as well. One of them is a figure dressed in a blue cloak, quite like the Azure Warden that you met in Voltsnu, Telmir. This one, as he comes down, has a much more dirty, travel-worn blue cloak with pauldrons and a quiver on his back. And the other figure talking to him is quite clearly a Genasi, appearing to be an Earth Genasi with the reddish, clay-colored skin with little dried cracks on his face. Short, textured, reddish blonde hair, but all of it with very much kind of like a caked texture to it, which is quite common amongst Genasi of the Earth variety. They're coming down having a discussion as the Genasi looks over at you and gives a slight nod. He holds up a hand to the Azure Warden that he's speaking to, and he comes over holding out a hand. I had no thought I'd see others who are not orcs here. Pleasure to meet you. Where is it that you're hailing from to come all this way out into Durgam?
Oh, from here and there, we actually traveled here from Voltsnu originally.
You've come all the way from Voltsnu. I thought I was one of the only ones. I saw none of you at the Magic Council.
Oh, we were not here for that. We actually helped escort someone who was going there, which is what led us to this fine city.
You escorted one of them. Aye. Forgive me if I'm being presumptuous, but you do not strike me as bodyguards.
No, I mean, I feel like some of us would, and he'll look at like Solarin and Lavas. That's it.
I have broken another glass, innkeeper. Another, please.
But we ran into while they were fending for their lives, and we agreed to go with them, safety in numbers and all that.
Ah. Well, Pleasure to meet you. My name is Tithora. That is Gelder over there, he says, gesturing towards the Azure Warden who's walked away. Not much fun for words. He spends most of his time outside.
Ah. We met one of his oh god, I'm trying to think of the right word.
Contemporary?
Yeah, that
Patron.
one of his contemporaries in Voltsnu. Is actually how me and my companions met.
They are a good bunch. Sometimes they have a proclivity for talking too loud, spending so much time outdoors.
You would think it would be the opposite. They would be quieter and more careful given the wildlife.
Not much I find when speaking.
Ah.
And tell me, are any of you students of magic?
A few of us know some magic. Some of us more than others. Solar knows some weird magic.
Well, I would love to compare notes sometime. It would be very fascinating, but regardless, are you planning to head back to Volsnu?
Here in the near future, yes. We have a few errands to run here in Durkheim before we can head back.
How long, pray tell?
It depends on. We're waiting on some word from a blacksmith, so it depends on how far they've gotten in the past couple days.
If you plan to go in the near future, say later today or tonight, perhaps we can go together. It is always safer to travel in numbers, as you just demonstrated.
Oh, yes, indeed. How many people are in your group? Is it just the two of you?
Just myself. My warden companion will be staying behind.
Oh, okay. That makes much more sense. Yeah, it definitely is.
Why is that?
Dangerous? Oh, it was a dangerous trip here, and going alone seems, even if the most skilled, seems difficult and risk prone.
Indeed, and I am risk adverse, you might say.
Yes.
Especially given that I have just encountered wormlocks for the first time. I would rather not do that again.
Yes. What was his name again?
Tithora.
How you spell that? Is it
Does it matter? You're
T-A-E?
gonna say it wrong anyways.
Hey, I actually
Sorry.
got that one right.
I did not. I put an apostrophe where the E is.
I
was
try not to
considering that.
abuse the sci-fi apostrophe,
That's all right. Okay.
or the fantasy apostrophe, I should say.
Yeah.
That gets used the shit out of.
Yeah. Well, look at my character's name.
Hello, my name is Brian. It is spelled BR apostrophe IYAIN.
Yeah. All those are silent.
Brian. Yeah.
Yeah. The Brian part is invisible, and the rest of the letters are silent. Well, Thora, am not opposed to traveling with you and helping you get back to Voltsnu safely. But I would have to confer with the rest of my party, make sure if they're willing. But I don't see any issues there.
And please do your errands. Durkheim is a fascinating city in its own right, full of enjoyments if you are inclined towards them. And who knows when you will be able to come back here.
Oh, very much indeed.
Sorry, but can you name one enjoyment?
Yeah.
We've had a rough time here.
There's no music. There's no bars.
There's also
Quite uptight.
nothing in the way of cruelty. Everyone is kind to each other here. The food is unusual, but it is good. There is a lot of peacefulness in their single-mindedness, much less in the way of contention and arguing.
Oh, very much. They are. As long as you don't step on their beliefs, they are very much.
Sykes is doing like the arm gesture, like agreeing with him. Like, listen, guys. Yes, he gets
It's
it.
really
shit right
great.
But I assume you'll be staying here until later tonight. Since that seems to be your deadline. Or
Yes,
whether or not we
I
can-
am meeting with several of the other magical experts, sharing some notes in discussion,
Ah.
but then leaving just afterwards.
Very well. Well, we'll still attempt to meet back up here tonight, even if we are unable to go with you. Just to let you know.
I appreciate that consideration. That is most kind. Yes, let us compare notes once you are finished with your business.
Very much indeed. But you have a fine day, good sir, and with any luck, we'll be on the road tonight.
Splendid, one way or another.
And then Harkin will give like a very generous bow. You know, very much like playing up his charisma.
This is quite the bow.
Oh yes, very important when you.
You don't
want
bow
to-
for anyone else.
I'm pretty sure Harkin has bowed for many people.
I bet he has.
But Chuck, my friend,
I
you
think
bow
there's
for
a
no
difference
one.
between prostrating yourself and bowing.
Yeah, Sykes doesn't recall being bowed to at all.
Well, that's because you're a little
Oh,
odd
I'm-
size.
Oh, I don't understand how.
Also, when we met you, it was at the end of a long day's travel, and there was a flying pickaxe and all that.
I also believe I have not received a bow. I feel we are all owed.
The most grandest of bows.
Oh, well,
You're gonna have
my
to show
apologies.
off.
Yeah.
Harkin
Sykes
will.
is just gonna look over at Tithora, and he must be a pretty impressive person. He doesn't treat any of his comrades with such grace or courtesies.
Harkin's just gonna be like, if you want me to bow for you, as a sign of respect, then I will. But I will not do it just to be some trick pony.
No,
I mean, is it
it
so
is
much
too
to
late.
ask, though?
The moment is gone.
Oh, very well then.
I want you to want it. I want you to want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late. Slaughter says that the time has passed, so never again.
We must earn his bow.
That's
A new
catchy.
quest
You should
has
put
been
it like
issued.
as a slogan for a monument or something.
But perhaps we should check on Chuck's mighty mop. I'm sure he must be feeling very naked without it.
He still got his wood one.
I got my wood one.
Oh, he still has one, or does he have
Yeah.
like a loner mop?
I think they were making him a brand new one.
They were making a new one, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were modifying, but okay. Well,
Let us
So-
go see this mop of gold.
Gelda is working away furiously as you come by, but upon seeing you, she has a big smile as she reaches over around a corner and then produces like this long, skinny metallic rod.
is there a mop head on the other end of this rod?
There is, yes.
Oh, Chuttle, looks like we're in luck.
Oh, I didn't put it to Foundry. I put it in Discord. I need to find the mop. It was this one, if memory serves. Wow, Foundry is lagging today.
I mean, who plays D&D on a Friday night? I mean, honestly.
This
fair.
is the mop, if I remember right, that Chuck chose.
He didn't choose the one with the spike?
He was going to, but he liked the like snappiness of this one because it's more flexy.
Oh.
And so as she hands this mop over, explains that it deals 1d10 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
That is... Wow.
That's pretty
Counts as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance. And every time you hit with it, they have to make a strength saving throw or get knocked back 5 feet.
Oh.
Nice.
That's pretty great. So what do I owe you for the mop?
I was going to charge you, but my foolhardy brother was telling me that you ran into trouble escorting him back, and I feel it would be wrong to charge you for protecting him.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for the mop. This looks awesome. We're gonna have to go kill some people with it and try it out. And I'll get back to you. I'll come back and I'll let you know how many people I killed with it.
If you wish to. That
Okay.
is not necessary. I only hope that it serves you well, and for the record, I did consult with a couple of janitors. It should still clean nicely as well.
Oh, excellent. My mop will clean well. That's great. Well, thank you for all the time and the effort you put into this. It's a really beautiful mop. And like I said, I'll get back to you. I'll let you know how many people I killed, murdered with it. Do you guys want to bow or something? Do we need to bow to her before we leave?
Harkin's gonna sigh and put like a hand to his forehead, but I show some courtesy to a potential future client, and you guys just take it out on me, huh?
Okay,
We
well
are
look,
just
man, I don't know
curious
who
of
you
the
like to.
etiquette.
None of us are walking around bowing to people, okay? You're the only one here bowing to people. So I'm trying to be sensitive to your feelings and your needs. If you don't feel the need to bow to this person, here, I'll bow. And I do like a little bow, and I start walking out of the room. All right, let's get out of here. This is embarrassing. She gave me a free mop.
You saved my brother.
I like how Chuck's just like, you guys are embarrassing me.
Yeah.
Of all people.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I clean toilets for a living, okay? And you guys are embarrassing me here. All right? I do it for free. I don't even get paid to do it.
I thought he got paid to sleep with the mine foreman, but perhaps I was wrong.
I don't believe he received payment for that.
Yeah, I did that for free too.
Payment was in the form of bed.
Yeah, you guys
think of-
really
I think of
seem
this,
to be
Harkin,
all
I
hung up on
think-
money and goods and items and stuff. You guys really got to release that from your system. This was one of the first things they trained us when well, I wasn't a monk, but everybody else was, and I'd see them getting trained, and like on day 2, they're talking about, hey, no worldly possessions.
So you shouldn't have the mop since it's a worldly possession.
Yeah, but I didn't pay for it. Plus, it was kind of like a thank you gift, and it'd be rude if I, you know, was like, I can't have this.
Harkins roll his eyes.
How else is Chuck supposed to provide services for
Yeah.
people without his mom?
Tools are a necessary means.
You don't really need a
Service.
tool, you know, to give a hand job for a warm bed, but you know, whatever.
We were referring more to the mopping.
Oh, the actual cleaning services, not the other
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Anyways,
Less the
Did-
mop and more the sloppy top.
yeah.
No.
They already grabbed the sword, right? That's not something we need to grab. Is it
I
a sword?
can't get the image of Chuck giving sloppy top now out of my head.
Oh God! Why did you put it in my head?
Look, man,
just
it's
imagine him
being
holding
part of
his
the
mop
service
while he's doing
industry,
it.
okay?
Truly the sloppiest of tops.
Yeah, well,
Also
guess who
sounds
got
like a way-
breakfast? Guess who got breakfast in bed and also didn't have to sleep in the dirt that night? Me. I did. So,
The results speak for themselves. Yes.
yeah.
It would seem
Very
as though
well.
Chuck is sacrificed and given a lot for the betterment of the group. I don't know why you don't bow to him more often, Harkin.
I'll kick all your asses if somebody bows to me. You don't bow to me.
You bow to no one.
Anyways, aside from-
Don't bow to me. That's great.
Is there anything you needed to do in this place before we head out? It might be a while before you get a chance to come back.
What do you mean? Like, say a monk's prayer or something like that?
No, sights.
Oh,
Not everything's about you, Chuck.
no, it's good because I don't know any monk's prayers.
I've
Deus benedicto.
Come,
taken care
Mr.
of
Tallyman, tally me
business.
banana.
Only come and we wanna go home.
I just like picture a Kong line starting in the streets now.
I was promised an upgraded scimitar for the job.
Mm-hmm. She pauses for a moment and looks at you and goes, "What was it I promised you again?"
An upgrade to one of these scimitars.
Yes, but what did I promise to do?
You were going to use your special magical techniques that would make it deal more damage and make it harder or impossible for someone to heal from a cut from it.
That doesn't sound like me.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I have it here.
Oh, okay, God.
Yeah, I have this totally unrelated scimitar that, you know, happens to do all the things you said. That'll be 100 gold.
But I'm sure I
So-
didn't assure that as being for free.
So weird.
Yeah.
She pulls it out. As you can see, the entire edge of it has like a faint black ripple to it, almost kind of like a Damascus blade texture, but much, much darker in color. And as it moves through the light, you swear it almost looks like it's rippling or moving, like it's still actively liquid.
Oh, that's really cool.
How?
Now, for best results, you'll want to bring it back to me in a month or two.
I think we can do that.
Well, then, unless there's something else you want, I think that's everything.
Should we sell the mundane weapons we grabbed off of the elvish people?
We did that last week. I have the gold in the inventory. It was a total of 75 gold.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because we sold those along with the maps, right? That was sort of like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it wasn't a
So
whole shopping
you
day. It was
should-
just like
Yeah. So we transcribed the maps, Loss. So you should have the 10 gold that
Nice.
I
So
got
at that.
for getting those off. And then I put the gold for all the equipment in the party inventory.
I hope both serve you well and wish you luck. My brother is, well, still himself, but his children and wife are very sweet, and I'm glad to have them. Even if it's going to take a little bit of deprogramming of them.
Yes, please. Don't let them follow the path that they're currently on.
Don't get me started. I'm all for being free of Grumsh, but why would you willingly choose to follow Maglubiet of all people afterwards?
It is something I could never understand.
I'm not gonna get dragged into it. I'm not gonna get dragged into it. Okay. Sorry about that. Just worked up. They still are, the children still ask me on my thoughts of Maglubiet.
It seems to have a strange appeal.
No
It is
one
hard to kill
has
a
willingly
ideal.
followed Maglubiet.
Well,
You know, not even his own original people care for him?
well, there seems to be a growing contingent that might. Your brother seems to be among them.
Yes, well, okay. Best of luck. You are headed back to Volsnu then?
Seeming so. I do need to find a place with some dry rations for us to, for the journey. If you know of any recommendations.
Some here, if you'd like. How many do you want to buy?
Actually, we have some. Oh, we have a bunch in the.
Yeah, I was like, we have
inventory.
a
I forgot
bunch
about
in our
that.
inventory.
I'll buy 3 for myself, just to snack on.
I have that much at least. I went hunting last week and I dried some meats. And she pulls out a small, not even like a pack, it's just some oiled leather wrapping some dried meat and holds it out to you and she says, 30 gold.
Deal. And oh, it smells fresh.
Well, it shouldn't. It's supposed to be dried.
For jerky.
Fresh jerky is a good way to get sick.
But it's so warm and squiggly.
Give it to us. Raw. Wriggling.
Well, I thank you. Yeah, don't know if anyone else wants to go sort of weapons up. We got like 70 or 75 gold to play with. But that's not probably going to be enough for armor or anything.
You can get some basic armor upgrades for some people.
Did we sell the studded leather that we pulled off the corpses?
Yeah, everything came out to the 75 gold. It was the studded leather and the swords and the bows.
Studded leather's not that valuable. Especially when it has holes in it.
I'll look at or the blacksmith and just, is there anything you can do quickly, sort of to armors? We are intending sort of to leave later tonight, but I would engage your services further if you could do anything with sort of this mess.
Like repairs to it? Or improvements?
Improvements.
That takes
It's-
considerable time to imbue.
I figured. I just thought to ask.
They might just have armor we could buy, though, Solan.
Yep, I mean, do you have any suits of the more the heavy kind?
Heavy kinds of armor.
Yeah, that's gonna be super expensive.
What kind do you have now?
Chainmail.
Next up is gonna run you 200 or more.
That's what I was figuring.
Yeah. Chainmail is typically like 75. Anything above that goes from 200 up to 1500.
Yeah. All right. Well, never mind.
Sorry about that. Had you told me something, I might have been able to whip something up for you in improvements, but that's a tough order.
Foresight is not my strong suit.
About rear sight.
Oh, it's 2020, and I have lots to say about it.
You feel very strongly about rear sight.
Any living, breathing creature should. I mean, when a creature walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face, there is magic there.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. On that note,
Yeah.
Pilar, Lavas going to vomit. You don't want to hear
With
about
that-
Solarn getting sprung?
Slarn just drops a twig, turns out, and walks out, just mic dropping Lee. Solarin out.
If you make your way back towards the tavern then with nowhere else that you want to stop along the way, Tethora is more or less ready as he's waiting at the table, and he holds up a hand and he says, "Well, you're back faster than I might have thought. Does that mean you are ready to go early?"
The craftsmen in this town are quite efficient, so I believe so.
Well, that is good to hear. For their mages are either not sharing relevant things with us, or rather surprisingly inept. And I do not know which it is.
Ineptitude
I have
is nothing I've seen of this city.
I have spoken to 3 one-on-one, and each of them is barely a reasonable understanding of the commonly known and already discovered magics and spells.
Have you spoken with Gelgor?
Briefly, but he's not. He seems to have been avoiding me. I thought him an ally who would be open-minded in sharing and improving magic between, but it has proven to be somewhat disappointing on that count.
That trick with the boulder might have at least stuttered some of the people around.
How is it that you mean?
Just seems quite a masterful control. Might be intimidating to others who are working on projects they don't want compromised or taken. And no offense to you, sir, this is just the idea I might have of what their motivations might be.
Well, the purpose of this conference was to share and improve amongst all of us the understandings of magic as it is developing, not to enter into some sort of rigid war of withholding information from one another.
These people have suffered much. This is their first grasp of freedom. You can understand that they might be trepidatious.
He kind of waves the hand dismissively and he says, "We all have. I am the child of oppression by a genasi. The only way we get free is not by withholding from each other, but from sharing. I cannot put up with much more of this narrow-mindedness. I am happy to go.
They just might be slow. Slow to warm, but hot to burn.
I can assure you it's gonna take many, many years before the orcs of Durkheim welcome any outside help or share most of their industry with other settlements.
Do you think that's really to be true? Then perhaps I am done wasting my time here.
I don't think that's true. They welcomed us.
They have allowed us to see Durkheim for what they want us to see it. If you were to ask any of the artisans or any of the individuals that run the shops, they're unwilling to share what makes them successful with others. It's something that was an original reason for my initial departure from Durkheim.
Oh, is there tea there? He says, looking eagerly. Spill.
Well, I think you've got the gist of it. I would agree with your sentiment that we should work together and, well, as it goes now, I can't even talk the sense into most of them.
Has there ever been anyone you could talk sense into that was not already open to it?
But perhaps not.
Well, no matter. Are you ready to depart then? I think I have seen enough of Durkheim and its narrow-mindedness, he says uncomfortably loudly.
No, I think we are set to proceed.
I hope I have not offended you, Master Orc.
No, I'm not offended. I again share your sentiment. We really should try to share with others. You can see Durkheim is a wondrous city, and the orcs here can produce at mass scales rapidly. I think others can do well with how we can help them, but it seems that for now, Durkheim is not satisfied with its current state and would like to continue to grow independently.
You are the first person to make sense of all of this. I applaud you. Well, I look forward to sharing more of this discussion once we travel. Come now, I am tired of waiting here. They've wasted enough of my time trying to milk all of my knowledge, which I gave freely, by the way, and give nothing in return. Tell me, have any of you encountered wormlocks yet? He says as he opens up a journal.
I am unfamiliar with this term. I do not believe I have seen one.
Surely, Master Damon, you must have noticed these things. Gigantic burrowing creatures with incredibly long tails. The one that I saw was a full 15 feet long in the tail alone.
Is this a thing that, or do I do a history check or something?
You can give me a nature check. Let's see if you've encountered these before.
All right.
They are the stuff of lore, at least. As the story goes, nothing but the tail is ever seen, as it's just kind of like up above the burrowing area. and it has a propensity for grappling someone and then hurling them obscene distances.
What you speak of is nothing but stories. We have not, me and none of my tribe have seen one in any of our living existence.
Oh,
Parents will tell their children of the tales that will chuck them across the valley if they miscast.
Oh. Oh, you're talking about yeet worms.
Yes, yes.
he looks at you and he goes, "I love that name!
Sorry, you cut out. What did he say?
I love that name."
Me too.
And he scribbles furiously, "Yeet worm. That is so much better. God damn it. I'm angry that I did not think of this."
Already we are helping each other. But you are saying you have witnessed one of these beasts.
Indeed I did. In fact, it hurled my guide a full 40 feet away and up into a tree where he impaled himself on one of the branches.
Wow, that went from bad to worst.
Not a
And
very
where is it?
efficient guide.
And where is it that you said you encountered this?
Good question.
You eat one yeet worm?
Between Volsnu and here.
Mm.
Oh, good.
We must have been rather fortunate for not having crossed one ourselves.
According to your friend here, they are nothing but lore, so clearly there was not any chance of that happening.
You say you've seen it, so
We might be able to find this mythical beast then. Then we will be legends.
Or we'll be impaled on trees.
Yeah, potato, potato.
Sounds like an acceptable risk.
Yeah, I like those odds.
As long as you never tell me them.
Don't ever tell me the odds.
Are you good to go then? I should like to depart.
Yes, I think we are ready.
He
have nothing left to do. In
pulls a pack out from under his table and says, "Perfect then." Now,
Let us
when did you
away.
arrive to the Cairn Coast? I've been here for 9 months now.
Well, I've been here since the orcs have started the Durkheim settlement.
I see. And how do you feel being liberated from Gramsh?
To know that my freedom lies in what I can do, and not under the heel of such an ungrateful god. It's
It must be
something
very
I
nice
can't
being able to
explain.
regurgitate the party line.
It may be the party line, but it is the truth.
But on to more original topics. I don't know if any of you have dabbled in the creation of magic, but I have been, and it's delightful.
We have been trying to push more the limits of the inherent magic that I know. But just trying to feel sort of the weave of how you newcomers seem to push this energy has given me ideas of how we might be able to expand ours.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
since none of you are doing anything original with magic, perhaps I could tell you about some of the spells that I am doing. As you're traveling along, heading back towards Volsnu, he's quite eager to talk about this.
Well, Voss is happy to listen, but I also want to be trying to continue to build out my map.
Okay.
We'll be, yeah, and I'd sort of be engaging with him as well. And I would have asked him, is he a sorcerer? Is he like the leader of the or founder?
He is a wizard.
Roka? Okay, so this is a different guy. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the other gentleman's name was Agate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
But
I'll
I
leave it.
have been experimenting, not bad, pretty not bad, with magic that lets me move through rock and earth.
Through the solid
sounds
elements
pretty cool.
themselves.
I should have shown you back in Durkham where there was a stone wall to be easy, but in essence, with this magic, I can place my hand on stone and transport myself to the opposite end of it. Now, the amazing thing is there does not seem to be a limit on the distance.
What if there are breaks within the stone? Will you end up smushed inside of it?
That is the peril, yes. So, theoretically, with this magic, I could touch one side of a mountain and traverse to the far side of the mountain. So long as I do not stop moving, but if I encounter a break, it would be unpleasant.
Is this instantaneous, or you're simply moving through stone?
Instantaneous.
It's a shame we don't have any wizards in the party to try to learn some of this stuff.
From my experiments, it does not seem to be limited to wizards. It seems to be accessible by bards as well. I think rangers, even at higher level.
Ooh.
Now, it is far more safe and practical to limit yourselves to smaller stretches of stone, say like a stone building, or perhaps some like rock outcropping. That's less likely. But in theory, if you knew of a safe passage through dangerous experimentation, you could shoot across an entire mountain range in a few seconds.
That is rather unbelievable. But really impressive.
You take me for a liar?
I simply cannot fathom what you're telling me.
It is way cool.
Yes, way cool. Is this a spell you yourself have created, or
Indeed
You've been
it
working?
is. I call it Stone Strider. Not a bad name, isn't it?
it is
Got
a
it.
rather fantastic name?
Honestly, since I stopped talking, I've been trying to come up with a name that's cool, and that is cooler than anything I thought of.
I
Yeetworm is a better name, but it is also not a name any NPC in this region would have come up with.
Hey, hats off. I acknowledge his prowess at giving things names.
it certainly is better than Gelgor's great gains. I think he could do.
Someone came up with a spell named that?
Well, that's what he intends to name the spell, but I told him he should probably rework.
No, that is amazing.
I actually like that one.
Does pump you up.
What about Rock Walk? Just for the rhyme. That's pretty. I like that.
It does roll off the tongue. Nice. Sounds like a song that would be sung late into a wedding.
So about this Stone Strider spell.
Yes.
What was your original inspiration for creating such a spell?
Honestly, I found these mushrooms that were growing on a tree nearby, and I had some of them and went on what I like to call a spirit journey.
Seems the bounty of this land is plentiful.
So you have met with the spirits of the land. Good. I like this one. We like to take those in our, what we call, senior week. After training.
I don't know if any of you are able to cast 6th level spells yet, but I could teach it to you. I'm kidding. There's no such thing as a 6th level spell.
You're insane.
Yeah, to hear Gelgor say it, he was talking that there's currently only 3 tiers of spells that have really been fleshed out.
Elgor has learned a 3rd level? Damn it! Why is no one sharing?
I think we need to work on this. I would agree.
Does that mean Stone Strider is second?
It is, yes.
Damn, that is a powerful spell. Good job.
It comes with risk. But yes.
I mean, it can theoretically totally circumvent an entire city's defense.
Yeah,
For
out
one
of character. Yeah,
Yeah.
for one person. Yeah. So,
But yes, absolutely. A little terrifying in that regard. Well, I would be happy to show it to you. During this trek, you'd realize after maybe about an hour or so that Tothora is not very situationally aware in the travel, does a lot of like walking and talking and looks up and goes, wait, are we going the right direction? And so it'd probably fall to someone like Solarin to be guiding.
Yes, we're going the right way.
Could I get a survival check from you?
Yeah.
It's pretty good and you're able to keep everyone on track. as you learn that Thor is also working on a version that is meld to dirt, which is like a very interesting hiding spell where you can put both hands on the ground, and as long as it's solid dirt and not stone, you can meld into the dirt for a number of minutes equal to how long you can hold your breath.
That is cool. And useful in ambush. It seems much of your spell work has to do with interaction with the particles of the land around you. Do you feel a certain sort of pulse or channel your own pieces to phase through it or anything like that?
What? Don't get into the metaphysical about this.
This is a stone genasi, isn't it?
Earth
Yeah,
Genasi,
he's
yeah.
Yeah.
Genasi.
So, does it have a name? This dirt dive?
Your names are quite bad.
I thought that was rather cunning, Lavas.
Thank you.
The current name I'm working with, though it's definitely not decided yet, is I am one with the earth and the earth is with me.
Phew.
Is that also the
Incantation.
Way too wordy.
spell? You will never be able to hide while casting that spell if you have to say that whole thing.
And you have to hold your breath afterwards?
You do need to work on that spell, I think. I think your
Drop-
mind is in the right spot, but
Drop the does.
yeah.
Maybe mulch meld?
Or dirt puddle, I don't know, but that was a mouthful, what you just said.
Mud meld could work.
Better than mulch meld, but the meld was a really good choice.
Perhaps mud is
Sounds
more
better.
apropos.
Do you work with an organization in Voldsnu, or you simply...
You are asking if I am associated with any of those cockamamie preposterous co-ops that wish to guard the magic between themselves and share it with no one else?
Well, I haven't spoken to any of them, so I would not know their desires with magic. But it sounds as though you do not work with them. Have you tried to? And they're simply just...
I was one of the founding members of the Troika. That was short-lived.
To keep the spirit of your name, you can call it Return to Earth.
That is
6 feet under?
Ooh, I like that one too.
You've been walking for some time through all of this as you came to the outer fringes of a forested section in the snow. The sky is clear tonight, though the moon is barely out at all. The snow is rather light in this region, though it still blankets much of the ground, and the trees, it's only maybe an inch thick at most.
You activated my trap card. Did you say a forest?
Yes, I did.
I believe that's my preferred terrain.
Voss leaps into the trees.
Shall we continue on some ways longer? I would rather not turn this into a 5 or 12-day journey. Surely we're good for another couple of hours.
I believe so, but be on your guard. Shit gets weird around sunset.
Well, good thing it's after sunset.
Oh, good. And even weirder at night.
It is Koei and Harkin who cannot see in the dark.
Yeah, we're gonna need some torches, guys.
Ugh, these people want torches.
Just hold on to our belts.
Yeah, I prefer the
Not
dark.
to be seen.
And if we run into danger along the way, am I just to stand there and hope nothing hits me?
Think of England.
What? That is when we light the torch. When you hear a lot of screaming and clashing and me ripping off the eyes of my opponents, then light a torch.
Uh-huh. Don't you have magic to make light?
Yes.
Why don't you just use that?
Because I'm trying to keep a low profile. But when we go into battle, I can make the light go.
Okay.
Oh,
But oh god, who am I pairing up with?
Yeah, you can come with me.
Oh, thank you.
Somebody
Well,
must
we
guide
can't
the
become
pony.
lost. We can't become lost except by magical means while we're here.
well, if you guys would like to skulk through the forest, I might be able to help us out as well.
Yes, if you want to take the lead in this part from your site, then that would be fine with me.
Do we intend to travel all night through?
Oh, at
And-
least a couple more hours, though.
Just a little bit more. And keep an eye for a secluded encampment we might be able to build a fire in. Oh yeah? Push on a little bit.
As you push on, could I get perception checks from each of you?
Uh,
I think I get to add double my proficiency for this.
Okay. So +2 to the roll.
Dang, that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
The 20 hit, the dice hit it, and then it rolled back onto the 20. That's pretty sweet.
22 for me then.
Nice. Damn, that is a 20, a 23.
he can't
And
see
a
anything, but he
22.
can hear.
I don't see shit.
I can
I
hear
mean-
everything.
You're average. You're respectable.
Just got a shiny new map.
As you're traveling through the forest in the night, you hear a voice up ahead.
About how far?
100 yards, maybe?
Okay.
Can I track them?
You do not see any sign of tracks here. You can hear them up ahead, but there's no sign of tracks.
Do we wish to remain quiet and pass by these folks?
We should stay close, but one of us should try to get a closer look. See what they're up to this late in this land.
Sykes is gonna cast Pass Without Trace on
nice.
the party.
Very nice. Then can I get stealth checks from each of you if you're creeping towards the sound?
Oh, because it applied it. I was like, how do I have a plus 11 to stealth? God, did I need it.
Wow, Harkin.
I have an excuse.
He can't see. I like
That
to
is
think
true.
that's his excuse.
Okay, what's Lauren's excuse?
Wearing heavy ass armor.
He's carrying Harkin. That's his excuse.
Yeah, and carrying.
My back sure is heavy carrying this party. After all those healing spells you had to drop.
Yeah.
Ah, my lower back is just so sore.
Oh, you must have slept on the
Gotta-
wrong side of the bed last night.
I gotta remember to lift it. Lift with my legs next time. I'm saving your asses.
You're moving forwards as you can hear the voice a little bit more clearly. It something short of a chant, but close to it, maybe reading out loud. But you do not recognize the language. When you get within about 50 feet or so, the voice stops. And you can see a small clearing in the forest just up ahead. In the clearing, you can see something of stone in the middle. Incomplete, with pieces of cut stone dragged nearby but not put in place yet. Not a ruin, but something in the middle of construction. Resting atop this stone pile appears to be a large glass orb.
Sees no sign of anybody who's doing the chanting.
No sign, although Lavas is able to see clear tracks and footprints.
Ah, then I know exactly how many creatures and their the exact number of size. Wait, I learned the exact number of the sizes and how long ago they were here.
I thought that was if it was favored creature.
I'm looking at it right now for Natural Explorer Forest.
Okay.
And while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number of sizes and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay. One creature, and moments ago,
Size?
medium.
I'll share that with the party. Did the chanting stop?
Yes.
Seems he may have been gone for the night. Might be okay to proceed.
Or they heard us coming and hid.
That is true. Only one way to find out.
I can track the footprints, see where they lead.
That is good. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like someone to come with you, I can talk to her about it, I think.
I can move in stealth at full speed if I'm alone.
Also, you cannot see him currently.
Ooh, where are you? No, I'm kidding.
He is the knight.
I am the knight.
If you want to continue after him, we will
Need to be born by the
circle around
darkness.
this altar.
Yeah, I can do that. I mean,
Yes.
alternatively, someone may have gotten scared and ran away, and I'm gonna go find them, which could lead to a little bit of animosity.
I mean, if you'd prefer to go, I mean, Stikes can just get like down in the edge of the wood line and just knock an arrow and pretty much just wait. If anything happens, you can hopefully be within our sight. Within our range, yes. Not necessarily sight, but in our range.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, again, I don't think you can see me, but yeah, I'll do a little bit of tracking here, do some ranger shit.
Range is shit.
Would I get a survival check from you then with expertise as you venture around?
Yes. Damn. 27.
He was born in the forest.
My last three rolls were like a 23, a 31, and a 25. I love being in the forest.
Well, go ahead and start to move.
And find Sprout out and trap you. You are restrained.
Good, good. You are facing someone with blind sight whose also favorite terrain is forest.
Bum bum bum.
Where do I see the tracks?
Roaming kind of all around here. And you're able to just make out that the hue of this stone appears to, this glass appears to be purple.
I'm going to be careful to try to step in the footsteps so as not to activate potentially any switches.
That's what I just imagined.
Yes. I like to think
But does
that
anybody
he thinks
remember
he's...
the color of the ore that blew up at that one camp?
green, I thought.
Oh,
That one was green.
I like to think that Lavos thinks he's more like Aragorn tracking the hobbits, but realistically he looks like this.
He's just Humperdinck.
Good old Humperdinck. Do I find anything? Do I find a path, like a trail leading away or anything?
You see footsteps leading over here, and then you spot, well concealed, definitely out of view from where the rest of the party is, hunched down, a robed figure over here.
Should we sneak up on him?
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna try to come sneak up behind him and just start to try to talk to him. That won't be unsettling.
Tap, tap, tap. Hey, buddy.
Wake up.
Am I still using my old stealth roll?
Yes, until you break stealth, you maintain the old stealth roll.
Then I feel pretty confident being able to sneak up.
You can see this robed figure hiding behind a rock, looking over this way with a black obsidian wand in one hand, like actually almost looking like glass.
Can I ready an action before I break stealth?
Potentially, depending on how noisy the action is.
The action is just going to be, I'm going to break stealth, and if he doesn't comply with the thing I say, I want to try to wrestle that out of his hand, or attack or something, or tackle him.
Okay, if you're wanting to grapple, yeah, that's fine. Like, drawing a bow is noisy
Yeah, no.
from this
It'll
distance.
should be instantaneous to me saying something, and then if he doesn't comply, I'm going to try to grapple him.
Okay, yeah, the grappling's fine, but within 10 feet, I don't think it's physically possible to draw a bow without them hearing it.
I agree.
Stop resisting.
Yeah.
So to break stealth, I'm just going to say in my calmest, most erudite voice, lower the weapon, you're among friends.
There's this moment of pause as he jerks to look your direction, wand in the air, and then he catches himself and he says, "Impressive magic. I did not know friends sneak up on one another."
They just have to first do it to ascertain that they are among friends, and you seem alone out here and in need of friends.
Now that we are established you are a friend, why don't you show yourself?
How do I do that?
You have to light
Is
a
it-
torch. You have no physical control over turning off and off the darkness.
That is so fucking funny.
It is genuinely hilarious.
Let's see if I know a cantrip. A light cantrip? Why would I take that? Lights the enemy. I will light a torch, which should be able to also show my allies where I am.
As the rest of you see a torch being lit and Lavas becoming visible, do the rest of you emerge?
I'll yell out, I found a friend.
I think Sykes is gonna just keep his arrow on his bow, and he's gonna hang out. He's gonna stay where he's at
Approach.
until everything's like confirmed.
Archon's gonna stay with whoever was guiding him.
That would be. So you're coming with me, bud. We're gonna go say hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chuck, were you saying something? Okay. This figure kind of comes
Hail,
out
Elder.
from his rock looking a little sheepish with his wand lowered but still in hand. I did
Hail,
not think
Elder.
others were roaming these parts that were not the Delwyn or other monsters.
Well, my friend Solarin here is a bit of a monster, but not like that.
Not
Indeed,
any
he
more
seems
than
to be
many
of the
my
Delwyn.
kind. Then a good our reputation proceeds. You seem to have made yourself quite comfortable in these lands here. To whom do you build this this structure?
I think the first
The-
question is if he built it.
I am in the process of building it in honor of my tutor.
There's a beautiful purple glow coming from that orb. What's the purpose?
No, the orb's not glowing, it's just like purple glass.
Oh, so pretty.
Would you like me to show you?
Yeah, actually, I think we have a magic fanatic who would love to see it too.
Magic fanatic, you've got a great way with words.
Thank you.
Like, finally, someone gets it.
I guess coming up close. Can I do sort of an insight on him?
What are you
As
inciting?
he- well, as he's talking about like his tutor and like as I showed you, is there any sort of sinister intent?
Yeah, you can give me an insight check.
This guy seems pretty cool to me.
It's pretty cool, honestly. But, wow, there are many of you here.
Yeah, I would have definitely called out for
Ithora.
Thora. Thank you.
You seem to be armed well enough to make me embarrassingly underprepared for what troubles might be out here.
Well, I mean, if you survived this far, then you must be adequately armed. And you're very good at hiding.
Oh, well, you're too kind. Thank you.
And I feel that there is quite the energy coming off that object you wield.
You can sense such things?
In a way.
It looks ominous, obsidian.
Tethora comes over to about here, but does hang back. As the robed figure raises the wand and gives it a little bit of a flick, and he speaks a couple of words in command, the orb begins to actually now glow. As it has a faint swirling, roiling texture to it as it glows out to about 20 feet in all directions.
This seems like quite the display.
Is this a portal?
That is the intention, yes, once I'm finished, he says as he's holding the wand up to it still, as if concentrating on it. It is not yet entirely finished.
That's a huge feat.
Normally, yes, but this land seems very predisposed to it. The only challenge is drawing the natural rifts to here.
Where is this portal leading?
To my mentor.
Is it fixed on them as a person or to their home plane?
Their home plane.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. So theoretically, then it could be used by other denizens as well.
I am all for ease of transport. We know a good public transportation system is the backbone of civilization.
Yeah, that's how I got here.
I think we might have quite enough travelers to this land.
So, all right.
Yes, of course, you would say that. And he gestures over towards Harkin and he says, now that a few of your friends have gotten here, I'm sure you would like to close the door on anyone else being able to follow suit.
Preferably, yes.
It's a very closed-minded answer, Solarin.
Sort of being, well, I guess Inferno would have nothing to do with the sort of night. I was trying to see if there's any sort of bad vibe sort of Solaren would be getting.
Meta?
From
Tons
her.
of bad vibes. In game,
No, I
not even
know,
a roll for
yeah.
it. There's just one dude here.
I mean, you could ask for his sign.
Yeah.
Ew, a Scorpio?
gotta
Rather not be
kill him
stung by
now.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, you seem to be remarkably well outfitted here. I am impressed. I'm sure some of these prove to be actually quite costly.
Seems like you have an eye for value of traveler's equipment.
I have had to spend considerable amounts to make this portal open. It
But
has been costly.
But you haven't quite got it open yet. Is that right?
Unreliably open. The location is a little bit wonky.
Then maybe we should shut this down. For more research, we might be able to help. Focus the beam.
Are you skilled in such things?
Yeah, we could always try. We can tap into certain energies.
Yes, I keep getting Minaros, but I'm really trying to get it to Dis.
Do I understand what that means?
Yeah.
You could give me an Arcana check.
Not great at Arcana. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You are today. You're pretty great at
There's
everything
one
today.
for us, guys.
He's like, out of this stone city, now I can breathe the fresh air.
Oh, I got reliable talent turned on. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Lavas, those are two different levels of the 9 hells.
Oh, cool.
Minaros being the 3rd level of Beator, Dis being the 2nd level of Beator.
And he's trying to get the third, and he keeps getting the second.
Reverse that. He's getting the 3rd, he's trying to get the 2nd.
Is the lower the number the I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to
There's
Master
not like
things.
there's not like a power ranking on the different levels.
Okay.
Each one is a very different environment is all.
Okay.
Different departments of
Yeah.
sin.
Yeah.
Corruption.
All other than oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, other than Nisus, which is the level that is Asmodeus's level, they're all ranging levels of the same. It does fluctuate a little bit, but it's not like, first is the weakest, ninth is the most powerful. It's just ninth is Asmo's home realm and everyone else is competing for power.
Okay.
But each one has distinctive characteristics to it. Avernus is the blood plane. That's where they fight the demons. This is kind like iron and rot. Phlegethos is pure fire. They make fire so hot it burns fiends, while Stygia is all ice. It's a little bit more themed.
Okay.
And what about the one that he said? Something?
Minaros.
Minaros is an endless bog of vile pollution.
We need Captain Planet for this.
Oh, I didn't tell you what Sykes' real name was? No, I'm kidding.
It's
Powers
Mammon.
combined.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle, how did you get here?
So Lavos has no reason to interfere, and if we're gonna help him, he's down for that. Otherwise, we'd probably just suggest we keep moving.
If any of you wish to help, I feel I am close to locking it in. I could pay you for your efforts.
Yeah, I
Hey.
think we're always in need of coin.
Yeah, he says pay Sykes. His ears perk up a little bit.
This seems like it might be out of my realm of understanding. I do not understand these places you speak of.
Oh, you don't need to know that for this to be helpful to me.
You're trying to bring friends to this place?
More attempting to make better communication with my mentor. Possibly even go there.
How is it you came to the Cairn Coast?
By boat?
Oh, old school, native to this plane then.
How?
He looks
How
a little
long have you
confused
been
and he's
here?
like, of course. I have been here 1.5 years.
How's that?
That would be marked because that's older than Volsnu, and he appears to be human, which means he would have arrived during the second settlement.
So, and this would be like common knowledge, right? With Volts.
Yeah.
So you've been here longer than the latest settlement? Like probably even to the second?
I came to the second settlement, it's true. I left, though, before its fall.
Oh.
I'm
How did
afraid
it-
I do not know what came of it.
How did you meet your mentor? And how come they're on a different plane?
A recruiter put me in touch with him.
Ah.
With my 18 Arcana roll previously, do I understand the wheeling and dealing of the nine hells?
Yeah, like maybe definitely not all the subtleties, but this definitely sounds like some of the Nine Hells wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, it's pretty common for that
It's
plane.
also relatively common before the Cairn Coast. Like you've encountered one figure already, an Afridi who was looking to offer magic. Pacts with fiends and with genies were the common way to get any kind of magic before people started coming here.
So you made you met your mentor on the main continent?
They did. Nothing so mundane as a cheap pact. My mentor preferred to teach me myself to learn the arcane arts.
Ah. Is he the reason that you weren't still in the second settlement? Or she?
Yes, I pursued my studies away from people who were prejudiced and narrow-minded.
Ah.
A lot of that going around.
If one of you could assist me while I perform the last bits of magic, I just need one person to give some essence of their magic, just a second level spell slot to hold it solid.
By that phrasing, does he just wants to cast the spell, or the use of that
He
slot? or the
just wants
slot
you to
itself?
consume the spell slot, not to lose. Not like Koei did.
Yeah, I was like very careful on words here. Well, Harkin won't help just because he doesn't trust the intentions of his benefactor.
My magic connection is not that crude to have slots.
I don't have that level of power yet.
Koei looks around and goes, "What do you pay us?"
It is a good question.
I have 150 gold I could pay you for your efforts.
Good turnover for one spell slot.
What can we expect once the magic is complete? This orb or whatever this thing is.
I couldn't say. I believe it will open up channels of communication with my mentor and make it easier for he or them, for myself or them to traverse the plane and come to one another.
Theoretically, if this backfires and a portal opens up and let's just say, for example, a goat guy walks through, what do you want us to do about that?
That's weirdly specific.
We've encountered some portals recently.
We do not
I
like the goat
would-
one.
Yeah, it was rather uncool. That's what I would say. Cool.
If you were to fight them, I could pay you more. If such a thing were to happen.
Okay, so we'll also offer protection in the case things go a little awry.
Well, Goey, if you are willing to provide for this individual, I won't stop you.
Koei takes a step forward and says, "Pay us in advance?" The mage produces a pouch and tosses it over towards Koei. Koei looks at the rest of you for your approval.
I'm gonna kill my torch.
I am Sykes Skullbrook, and I approve this action.
Harton isn't thrilled about the idea, but he's not gonna stop her.
Pretty much the same. Solarian's sort of sitting back, seeing what happens. He doesn't know how to feel about this.
You guys don't just accept every job someone offers you in the woods? Where's Chuck?
says-
He'd be on board.
On board for what?
Demon summoning or something.
That sounds pretty cool.
We're getting paid for it.
I mean, he's just making a, like, trans-dimensional portal to the second plane of hell. It should be fine.
Yeah, Sykes doesn't really have a solid comprehension of how magic really works. So, although he understands like the potential thing here, like I also don't think he would care so
Yeah,
much in that aspect.
And, yeah, I think a lot of us just really don't understand what's going on.
Lavos understands what's going on. Maybe not magically, but absolutely with the second level of hell.
Mm-hmm.
This mage waves his wand around. He begins calling out in a deep and dark voice and foul tongue as he seems to perform the materials of a spell and speaks out in the strange language.
Sounds rather terrible. I've never heard this before. Quit singing that song.
As that goes off, there's cracks of blue, purplish light that shoot out from the orb in a couple of different directions as Koei releases the spell slot and goes, "Oh shit!" And as the crackling goes forward, the orb swirls black for a moment. And then 4 beams of purple light shoot out into the ground as suddenly 4 figures appear at the 4 corners.
This is what happens when we do not build the wall!
Is this a goat man situation?
The mage seems to be almost taken aback by their appearance and calls out again as he seems to be concentrating very hard. And he looks and he says, "It has gone awry!"
Does not know how to aim his magic.
And just as that all erupts, we can take a quick bio break there and come back in a minute
Alright.
and see what happens as these 4 winged and spiky looking creatures suddenly appear at the 4 points around the orb.
Cool.
Ah, cool.
See you guys in a couple of minutes.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Hmm. Ready? Back, yes.
Yeah.
Chuck comes in at the top of the initiative. Twice. Ooh, there is a weird glitch, and everyone is in here twice.
Yeah, I
That's
see
why it's so
that.
big. Jesus.
I was like, we're I'm in danger.
I'm giving everyone on both sides of the aisle the higher roll for simplicity.
Okay.
So I'm just removing everyone's lower roll.
Let's see here. The Devils. The reason I can't move my guy?
Because we were paused. Now
Oh,
you can move your guy.
That would probably be the reason why I can't move my guy. We'll give him a good old... Probably one of these new mops.
Oh, nice.
What just
That's
happened?
fine.
Did he just go flying 5 feet?
He just went flying 5 feet backwards. As you whack him with it, your carry through with the mop, it flexes backwards like a doorstop spring, and then just launches him forward as he goes stumbling backwards with that blow.
I see this getting annoying. And then I can do an unarmed strike as well, which misses. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I don't like going first. I'm usually like last in the initiative.
With
Get to
what
see the battlefield
character?
play out.
You
This
always have
character-
high dex characters.
No, this character's been last all the time. I love it because I get like 20 minutes to like figure shit out.
Let's see. Yes. Sykes will move forward. He'll target this same creature and attack with his rapier. Don't think that's a hit.
It is not.
Don't think an 8's gonna do it, guys. Let's see. I'll use my bonus action to disengage, and I will move just 5 feet behind Chuck. Well, we'll go. Yeah, that's all I got is 5 feet of movement. Yeah. Actually, can I go down here instead? Sorry, over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty.
The mage takes a couple steps back and begins chanting aggressively as he's waving his wand around as if he's concentrating on doing something to interrupt this. And he's going to spend his turn concentrating on that. Lavas.
All right, let's try out these new scimitars. Is there an easy way for me to tell which scimitar is the new one?
Oh, I should have marked that. Let me find which one it is. Now you can. As you step into the light of the aura, you become visible again.
Oh, damn. That was a mistake.
As as you become visible, suddenly the mage, who is actually holding a spell, casts it.
Okay. What the hell?
Twaiter. God damn.
Oops.
Well, am I not
You can
proficient
leave-
at
you can
wisdom
leave that on
saving throws
it.
yet?
I don't know if rangers are.
I think
Yeah.
Gloomstalkers get to be. No, I
They
think
no, they do not. Dex
Oh,
and
it's not.
strength.
They pick up another one at level 5. I don't remember if it's con or wisdom.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, that's nifty.
Nope. Oh, Iron Mind level 7. Become proficient in wisdom saving throws.
7.
Ah, there you go.
It's pretty much like a half feat almost. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a great
No,
level
that's a
bonus.
whole feat.
I thought like the resilient it increases your like whatever.
Oh, it might.
Like if you picked wisdom, it would increase it by 1, but then give you save.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
Okay.
efficiency.
This
Um,
I mean,
Levas.
still-
Iron Demith Blade?
The mage did this to me, eh?
Yes.
Hmm. I'll probably yell out to the party to let them know that I was just attacked by the mage. And then I will attack twice with the good scimitar. And then once with the regular scimitar.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Wow, all 3 hit, guys. That's never happened before.
And that last hit deals an extra D8 of damage.
Oh, yeah. I think it's technically the second hit, but yeah,
Um,
because it's the one with the same weapon.
yeah, your third hit was the one with the good scimitar.
No, good scimitar was the first 2.
No.
The
it's,
third one you
plus
rolled as
D4.
well. Oh, wait,
Oh.
what?
What?
the hell? I didn't improve both of them.
Oh,
Yet it added it.
you named the wrong one.
Oh, well, let me fix the right one then.
Does that mean I get to add a D4 and a D8?
Yes.
Who knew that having 2 weapons named the same would make it hard to distinguish?
Yes.
I know, right? That's just crazy.
Yeah. Why isn't one lefty, the other righty?
Ooh, there you go.
And that one dies.
I'm going to step back into the shadow, even though it's pointless for our one guy, but I think I'll still benefit from these guys.
I believe so.
Does he have a light source around him?
He does not.
Oh, okay.
It's that he's being hit by Mind Spike.
Ah,
Mm.
So yeah, the
You can't
mage
find
can always see you.
Correct.
That makes sense. Dang.
This spine devil turns to look at Sykes and flicks its tail out as a spine goes flying out of it, narrowly missing. As it leaps forward with a screech, it jabs, just raking you. Oh, well, it's just pass without trace.
Yeah, it's just pass without trace.
And
No!
leaps up
Wing
20
itself
feet
is
into
like-
the air as its wings flap, using its flyby trait, which means it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, dang. Yes, but a flesh wound. Until I find out it's like festering with diseases and I'm gonna die of like some rotten thing here soon.
Well, that's just disappointing.
Is it? I'm not finding it disappointing right now.
Tis a little funny.
And this one misses with both attacks on Chuck.
He's scrappy.
Harkin.
So
Well, it actually uses its flyby to leap 30 feet in the air afterwards.
since
What?
Harkins doesn't have dark vision and he's out here, can he still see the fight in the light?
Yes.
Okay,
As long as there's a light source, you can see anything in the light source.
perfect. How far away are these guys? I think. Yeah, we'll go with that one. The one closest to the sights I'm gonna hit with on thing. Oh, the bad dissonant whispers. Yes? Oh, I got a weird error on that, but
Yeah. Did something.
and then
Oh my
On-
God.
Chuck. That's a bonus action, right? To cast Bardic.
Yeah.
And then for Chuck, I'm gonna give Bardic.
This is where we find out that Tithora is actually in league with this other mage.
Just a scam they
They
run.
brought us out
Yeah.
here.
They're like, "Oh, you look like some well-suited adventurers. Come with me." And this guy's like, "Oh, free money. Sell their gear."
Ka-ching!
Yeah. I have to assume the worst with you sometimes, Corryn. You would do that.
Rarely.
No, I know. I say it to say that you always find a good way to keep us on our toes.
Tithora looks up at this flying creature and concentrates as he's going to cast a spell I haven't used for a long time.
I really thought it was gonna be prestidigitation.
He does get advantage on the strength saving throw. God damn it.
It's a cool idea.
Is a cool idea. Koei, who's just spent a second level spell slot and is absolutely fuming at that. Has some choice words to say on the matter. Lets
big
off a detonation of shatter. Solarin.
This is the problem with anchor citizenship. Ah! Solarin's gonna run up sort of over here. He's gonna spend just one light die, and he's gonna, because I think I said I was going night last time. I'm going to use focus beam night on these motherfuckers. Ha ha ha!
Ooh,
I see you are also born of the night.
night.
Okay.
As each of them suffers confusion from that beam, and you consume 2 light die.
You did like max damage on that too. That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Well, one's dead apparently. Haha.
Yeah. And the other is under the effects of confusion.
Excellent.
It hurt itself in confusion.
Yeah.
Anything else for Solarin?
Oh, focus beam is a bonus action.
Bonus action.
How far are we? Might toss a. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss a javelin at this injured one over here. Haha. Cool, and yeah, that'll do it for me.
He's still 30 feet up. This one's dead,
Yes.
and that one's near death. So that one goes 30 feet up. I'm gonna move Chuck to right
we-
here.
Did we re-roll for initiative?
Wait, it should have.
It looked like it. Or I did.
Only one person did. It must be glitching, which would explain why everyone rolled twice last time. Give me a second. I can do it manually. There we go.
I almost
Sorry about
thought
that.
It did it with all the enemies in Venice. Like, that's a little rough.
It's like definitely like telling the teacher they forgot the homework.
Truth.
A demon mancer's last, and he's an asshole.
And Chuck goes back.
Yep,
Yeah.
sorry.
Gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the demon mancer and pull out my longbow. Do I have a clear shot from where I am?
I'm looking for you. No, actually, not from there.
What about from here?
Yes.
Damn it.
It's all coming back to bite you.
Anything else from Lavas?
We'll once again shout that we need to focus on the demon mancer as he's holding the portal open. I will retreat to the darkness again.
Working on it.
Shall diminish. They are not doing a good job. As this one comes fluttering down, it dive bombs towards Sykes. Ooh.
That's a little nasty bit.
And drops down to ground level to try to attack again. Well, that's just disappointing.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's so sad.
Oh,
It's
it's so sad. I only got hit 1 out of the 2 times.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's so sad. I think we should take that turn again.
Tethora flings 3 bolts at that one in the air as Chuck.
All right.
This guy's 20 feet in the air. This guy's only 5.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, punch that
Find
guy.
is ruined. Ruined, I say.
Oh, good, I missed.
Come on, you got it.
I don't think I have the range for an unarmed strike, do I?
You do. You do.
There you go.
Nice. That's my turn.
This one lands with a plop on the ground. Its wings askew. Should not have disadvantage, but that is its roll.
Sykes' turn.
Yeah, you,
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, get red sights.
I definitely didn't do that on purpose, I promise.
I'm like, oh no.
How did that happen?
Yeah. Is this wooded area pretty dense? I'm gonna.
Most of the wooded area is pretty dense, yeah.
Would I be able to hide in there?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna move over and bonus action hide. That's just a stealth check.
Yes.
Okay. Either pass without face being up would be nicer now,
Yeah.
and it's not really good. Well, I'm gonna, with my bow, attack the mage.
Now! Now!
I can't believe you're attaching to Thora.
Ow, you blinked me.
You have your shield equipped, though.
So would that be like a full action to
It's
switch?
an action to disarm your shield.
Okay, well,
Shields are clunky to put on and off in quick action.
okay. Well, I will use the action then to take the shield off.
Okay.
It's a good thing the bow is built into the shield.
Yeah, it is the shield.
The bow shield.
You are not the first to suggest such a thing that I promise is not viable.
Oh, anime's taught me differently.
I know, I've had extensive conversations with people on this.
This
I'm
It
like,
would have
trust
to
me,
be
you
like
get
a-
the shield, it's not actually that easy.
Yeah, it'd
I
have to be
will
like a power
forge
shield
a
too.
bow
Like,
shield.
I can't imagine how heavy the shield would be just to fit in any sort of contraption to make it viable.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. It would have
and
to be like a tower
not just
shield.
the
and
weight, it's also like ungainly. So your aiming would be shit. It's like, let me hold a 10-pound dumbbell and try to point and shoot.
yeah.
Yeah. Retractable legs from the bottom to be or 2 spikes on the bottom to be a stand. But then you're gonna have limited angle and have probably limited range.
And no
I'm
arc.
gonna draw this up. We're gonna figure out a way. Oh, you son of a bitch!
You'd have to make it like a legit tower shield so you could rest it on the ground as you're like
Yeah.
aiming.
Yeah, but then the problem is, how do you aim up? Because you always need to aim up with a bow.
It would have, well, you're using a shield in melee. Like, if the intent is like you're trying to transition faster, I think you wouldn't really be
Jeez,
aiming
like
up. Because
Well, I mean, you could.
Out of curiosity, who here has used a bow or shield in
Yeah.
real life?
Yeah.
a bow,
Well,
yes.
or
a
I'm
shield.
figuring if you have
No.
2 legs at the bottom and one of the legs goes deeper into the shield and has sort of a lever you can push out, that'll push the firing arc of the. I'll draw up some schematics.
It's
You're
like
like-
you get it to the height you kind of need it, then you push the button and it drops down as the tripod. Then
It's like give me
No,
3
It's,
turns.
it's
I
like
can get
hinged
this
at the
set up.
bottom, so you can go down and you can
Oh my
change the.
god.
Um,
let me
We
tell
can
you,
bring
if you
it-
crack this, you will get approached by a time traveler from the medieval era.
Like, we need you. Where'd Crod go? Oh, he
yeah.
was summoned to the Dark Ages.
A crod in King Arthur's court.
Yeah, all the lore has changed.
Is
Wake
this
up.
far enough into the
Who
light?
do you think's
to-
Merlin, bitches?
Yeah.
Far enough into the light for what?
So you can see. I assume it would because he overlaps. But actually, I could
He
probably...
doesn't need to be in the light to see.
No. I'm wondering if he's able to be seen
Oh.
here on the edge. I would assume so.
Yes,
He's just on the
yeah,
edge.
he'll need to go one more.
He'll go here. 'Cause I don't know where the other.
Oh,
guy
to be
is.
seen or not to be seen?
It doesn't matter. I was trying to see the other guy.
The mage is in the dark. He might not be able to.
Yeah. So I'll just focus on this guy here.
Okay.
This silly guy. This silly goose. I'm gonna say that his spines are limp and hilarious to me.
Oh! He follows a particular blonde's advice and just shakes it off.
Oh. Well,
Oh, you caught him in a power day. He's not going to succumb to that. Yeah.
can't believe he did that.
Haters gonna hate!
I don't think there's anything else we can do other than. I think I still have. Can I cast more than one bard at a time, or does it have to be used?
Oh, you can cast him
Uh,
every bonus.
yeah, you
action.
can- Yeah, you can put them out to other people even if they haven't used them. The same person can't have multiple, though, if that's what you
Okay.
mean.
Who did I give the other one to?
Chuck.
Chuck had it.
It was Chuck. Okay.
What'd you give me? HPV?
Bardic.
Oh, Bardic.
I'll
know
give
what
one
it is.
to.
Let's be honest, he's probably given that also.
I mean, let's be really honest. I probably have it already, so.
I got a weird message like your previous role hasn't been concluded yet for Bardic. I was like, I don't know what that means. I'll just know.
There
Where's
we go.
the
And that-
guy holding the gate open, by the way? Is he like way off screen over here?
To the north, yeah.
Oh, to
Oh,
the
no, I
north.
got it.
Oh,
Griffin has
here he
no
is. I
idea
thought
what
he
the
was a
guy is.
rock.
You're like, man, I can't see this. Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Hooray.
Where's Waldo Rado? Looking for Harkin.
From the orb comes another crack of lightning as leaping down out from it appears this ghastly spawn-like creature. If you hover over, you get some idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
this is
hate
so fascinating.
Have we fought these things before?
No.
You've thrown. What was? Oh, it was the monkey things. That's what we fought.
Yeah. Different creature.
Yeah.
Also, the Bazil or whatever it was
Yeah, that was a goat creature.
gives me similar vibes for some reason. And
Yeah,
it's
Well,
the
they're
letter.
both fiends. That might be why.
So, this mage is a liar. Jeez.
Yeah, I can't believe
Yeah.
Kelly helped them.
I know, right? What was she thinking?
Yeah.
When
Was
did
that?
he lie?
What was that? Pouch really
Listen.
full of gold, or was
Listen,
that
he
like
said
also?
he was gonna open a portal, guys. He opened a portal. and he
Where
was
was the
telling
lie?
He seems like he expected things like this to happen, and when he said his expectations were to be able to communicate, I think
and
that.
possibly even trans.
Yeah, he's been pretty clear about it.
yeah.
I think Levas just didn't tell us that, like, because we didn't know what this hell was, or at least I didn't know what this hell was.
Yeah, I say this is all Lavas's fault.
Yes.
As this one comes clambering over, he scans around, and yep, his perception is better than Sykes' stealth. Stretches out a finger and casts a spell at Sykes. As
Jeez.
nope, no, never mind. Not at Sykes. At Solarin,
Oh,
as he
cool.
would have seen.
All right.
As your
you-
chain shirt starts to grow very hot indeed. You're not actually poisoned, that's just to give you the disadvantage on attack rolls since your chain shirt is cooking.
Awesome.
And goes bounding over this way as Solarin, it is your turn.
So that's not great. Guys, would have seen him do that. That's gonna piss me right the fuck off. And Solarna is just going to bolt across the altar, just running after this guy. And yeah, he's just mad as hell. He's just gonna swing out. Do I even think that's gonna be enough?
Gonna use that bardic.
No.
Yeah, that was never gonna be enough.
Yeah. Didn't think so. And then I really don't want to use that last one. And that's an action. So yeah, that's gonna be end of me.
Koei was quite spiteful with that shatter last turn. Is gonna keep it simple, stupid on this one and send some vicious mockery its way, which it ignores, unfortunately.
Just get.
If Brittany was really here, that would not be the case, though. There's no way. There's no way it would
No,
be.
her insults are far too withering.
Yeah. She would have willed the dice a different way.
We're gonna have to escalate that saving throw.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Chuck, I would suggest you keep that bardic inspiration because
Well, I will now.
yeah, there's no roll from a d6 that's gonna save you from a rolling a 4.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
makes perfect sense.
Just ain't gonna be adding up.
Can he keep the 6 too?
Huh?
He rolled a 6. It was a joke. Oh no, he didn't.
He didn't roll a 6. He rolled 2 from the bardic inspiration.
Ah.
Oh, now it rolled everyone's initiative, right?
Yeah.
Lavas! God damn it.
Yeah.
I was already in the process of resetting it because it didn't last time.
Same move as the last time, hoping it works out better this time.
You don't have line of sight on him with that big orb in the way.
Start back here then. What about line of sight from here?
That's good enough.
Okay, then I wouldn't have moved yet. To make the longbow shot,
It's not advantage. He casts shield and stops it.
This villain?
He is the
Son of a
mentor.
bitch right here.
That's the problem.
Look at
You
me. I am
fools.
mentor now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shield is not rocking properly, but yeah, that is enough to stop it, as you would have rolled a 15. Since you
What we
don't get advantage from him.
right. That's fair.
This is what we get for not being murder hobos.
I'm gonna step behind some cover.
Mr. Babau triggers the heat metal. Did I roll the wrong die? It is 2d8, not 2d6.
Oh, good. Okay.
As Solarin
Yeah.
takes 13 fire damage there.
Yeah.
And comes leaping over, claws out, and with his action, swipes at Solarin twice. Hoo! Shit, that was a good hit.
Slarn or Chuck?
Chuck, sorry.
Oh,
We already took Solarin down.
good.
Oh, Chuck!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Chuck! Okay.
Well, it's been a good run.
We're not in the worst shape yet.
Oh, no, yeah. We got
But it's not looking good
four
for the
days
home
worth.
team, guys.
Whoa! Plus 2 more bolts at 4 each. As Tethora just peppered the Babau for 16 damage
Holy shit.
and takes a step back as well. Howie just looks over at everyone unconscious and goes, "Really? Really?" They look away for 1 minute.
That does sound like her.
Well, that is disappointing. Yikes. She's gonna start viciously mocking herself for rolling such terrible.
Yeah. I don't need advantage on this Babao for sneak attack, right? Because Chuck is within 5 feet. Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack with a bow. Officially this time.
Oh my god.
And miss efficiently, and clearly just whiff it right over Chuck's head. That's where the
You should have kept your shield out, bud.
yeah,
You didn't deploy the feet correctly.
yeah, exactly. Well, bonus action. I'm gonna use my second wind.
Cool. Good call.
That was a pretty mighty Second win right there.
Meaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in it, fellas.
Max Hughes.
Did not do a whole lot, but and I'm gonna.
Oh
move-
god damn
yeah,
it!
Sorry. I'm gonna move up into that wood line.
Jesus,
A
really?
meaty magic missile drops Koi. As that magic missile just dealt 15 damage. Chuck.
God damn it! I have no health potions or anything.
How come we didn't buy any?
This conversation goes on every fight.
I have one.
Oh, I don't know why I clicked on the Bardic if I rolled a 19. I was done.
Yeah, you can keep the Bardic.
Thank you.
like, 19 should have been pretty conclusive. You'll work out the kinks on being.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, that's a hit. Roll Bardic. Put some stank on that one.
It's like in Baldur's
Talk
Gate
about
where they bring it
stank,
up
you just-
every roll when they're like, "Do you want to use
Yes.
cutting words?" When they rolled a 20 or rolled a 1.
I will burn a key point as well, so I can.
You just
attack
put
again.
14 damage worth of stank on that.
Punch
Ooh,
him,
do I-
punch him in the face.
Does a 12 hit? What do you think, Bardic? Should I finally use it?
Bardic on a 12 sounds like a
Yeah,
good call.
Probably.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
That
That's a
turned
good-
hit
that's a
in,
good
a
one.
miss into a hit.
There we go. All right.
Do you use a key point and punch again?
I didn't know I could.
Yes.
Okay,
So
yeah,
your
fuck it.
flurry of blows.
Oh. I thought I could only do one extra.
Yeah. 'cause
So
you get
flurry. If you burn a key point, you can do 2 punches instead of 1.
Okay, well then I get one key point back, right? Because if you burn one key point, you get 2 punches instead of one.
Well, you did
Correct.
do 2
And-
punches.
Yeah, but I also think that was the first key point he burnt today.
It was. That's okay.
Yeah. Harken.
What do we need key
Uh,
points for anyway?
Just
being a
to,
monk.
just to hopefully
I mean, you gotta use them.
be
So many of
helpful.
your great monk tools.
I mean, I'm not really a monk. I'm more of a janitor, but whatever.
Harkin's going to use
have, like, a
just
higher
whisper
calling right now.
on-
Yeah, exactly.
I'd argue you're more of a gigolo.
Ooh, big hit.
That was
You're
a
only
good one.
gigolo if you get paid.
and
I'm
it
just a really nice guy.
and it must now run away as far away as possible from me, right? Did it fail? Please tell me
Yeah.
it failed.
It
got
does
to go.
not have resistance, and it is not immune to being frightened.
Yes. Does it even frighten it?
Not frightened, but they have to run that
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah. Must immediately use its reaction. Okay. That also provokes an attack of opportunity from Chuck if Chuck wants to use his reaction to take an attack at it.
Sure.
Nice.
Oh, goodness.
As it goes running, crashing through the trees and the branches away.
That doesn't have a distance on it, right? It's just a time.
It's just the one turn.
Okay. Perfect. I think just to be safe, Harkin is gonna move to next to Chuck for a bit of protection, and that'll be his turn.
That was a good play there. Solarin is going to need a death save, though.
Oh, you rolled a question mark. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe high, maybe low.
Bum bum bum.
Lavas.
Same move as last time.
Give me a second so you don't have advantage. Oh, finally. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll a d6.
Show me a con roll.
Working on it.
Good. I'm glad I didn't know for sure if it was concentration or not.
It is. Mwah.
Okay. You win this round. Back into hiding.
Chuck.
All right, let's see. I am going to. I can still see him. Run right up in his face. Like, hey man, I thought you were a rock.
Oh god. Oh, there we go though. And down goes the concentration.
Hell yeah. Got a boy, Chuck.
Hooray!
Punch him in the face again.
Just knocking him into the tree.
I'll look back at everybody and be like, guys, I need help. Guy's face keeps hitting my fist.
As you are pummeling him, Koei is down. Sykes.
I'm assuming I'm gonna have to move to a different spot in order to get like a good actual arrow off onto this guy.
Yeah. Damn, Chuck punched really good, doing 13 out of a potential 14 damage from those two punches.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna move right here. And let's see. Gonna throw my sneak attack on him.
God damn. Which is crit sneak attack.
So it's twice? Or
Yep.
Yep. Another
Level
d6.
okay.
As the mage crumples, downed by that shot that dealt 24 damage there.
I'm gonna use my bonus action. Can I hide it in the woods?
You
Am I able to-
little coward.
I am playing it pragmatically with Sykes.
Go
If
ahead.
it looks like
roll
I'm a coward,
stealth.
then
So
that's
be it.
then that's what it is. Yeah, I just watched
save
the
to Solar.
Babao. I just watched the Babao like melt Solarin. I'm not about that.
Not about that life.
Sykes is like, all right.
Tethora has no view on anyone here. Harkin.
Well, I assume since the portal went down, it's now pitch black again, right?
Correct.
Goodness.
He doesn't have a torch, but he does have a
Ah.
candle. How much light does that give?
The torch?
He doesn't have a torch. He has a candle.
Oh, sorry. 5 and 10.
Okay, he will take out
It's
and
going to
light
take
a
an
candle.
action to do so.
He shall do so.
Man, we gotta do something. We gotta do better for you, man. It's
And then
I told him I was
he
going to
remembers
make a
Chloe
light.
running
and then I
off
just
this
didn't.
way, so he's gonna wander this way until found her immediately. Okay.
we
I
have
guess-
torches in the party equipment. I don't know if that is accessible.
Yeah, I don't know who's carrying that though.
Yeah.
Pretty much every one of the starting equipment packs come with torches.
Yeah. Mine came with it. Anyways, He'll just wait until next turn to try to stabilize Toei if she isn't already. Using medicine.
Hmm. The Babao comes running through, unknowing that Sykes is there. You get an attack of opportunity if you want to. Oh, you have your bow out,
I was
so
just having my
no.
bow. I was like,
God damn it! Like ran right past you. Oh!
You just stood there while you let it kill your friend.
for the record, I didn't just stand there.
You watched.
I was juggling my arrow and my bow. Maybe I was reaching for my rapier. It's just by the time I was gonna draw it, he was out of range.
Did we roll for initiative already?
I believe it
Yes.
did.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes, it did.
I guess I'll move the hunter's mark onto the Babao.
As that produces a glorious finishing move there on him.
Bleh.
Loot the bodies!
Harkin, death save to you.
Oh shit.
Did that really?
Oh,
Did he just roll
Harkin
a nat
succeeded
20?
with a nat 20.
And he still gets his turn. Right?
Action.
That's
Yep,
how it works?
your whole
Yeah.
turn.
He's wanting to attempt to stabilize Toei if she isn't already using a medicine check. Is that fine?
Yep. Koei wakes up with that heal.
Oh.
And will use her turn, if no one else, to Healing Word Solarn with her bonus action that she has after being stabilized, which means everyone is good.
Yay.
Where is he?
The mage
no,
is
that-
like gurgling and coughing up blood as he lies in front of Chuck.
Can I search him for stuff?
I feel like Chuck, he's seen people do this, so it's like a customary thing. But he's like, I don't really know what I'm looking for.
I'm
It's
looking.
just
He's looking for health potion stuff. That's what he's really looking for right now. Some kind of health potion.
something to
I want
drink.
to coup de grace if he's still breathing.
Someone can coup de grace him.
A good slow, like, stab through the back of the neck.
I'm gonna ask who his mentor is first.
As he's coughing up blood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like to
Who
think
looks
Chuck
like you
would
work
keep
for.
hitting him too the entire time.
No, I mean he's
Um,
gurgling blood. He's of no,
Who does
no
number
danger
2
to us.
work for?
Yeah.
Who does number 2 work for?
Throwing the arrow in the quiver. He's throwing the bow on the back. He's drawing out his rapier. He's got it like right at his throat.
Truly, this is miserable. I mean, this guy's spent years in the woods building this portal.
He's
All for
gonna
some random adventurers to show up, and then him lose his life over it.
Yeah, he's gonna like step on his chest a little bit, not full weighted, but he's gonna tell him, you know, he's got one opportunity before he gets ran through with this rapier, and to tell him really who
I to believe you'd spare my life.
You're not. There's not a chance that I won't if you don't tell me.
You can give me an intimidation check on that. My master is. Fuck you.
Attaboy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill him.
What the hell, son? I wanted to kill him.
Chuck, as you're rifling through his belongings, you find another 22 gold coins
Nice.
and a black iron coin.
A black iron coin.
Does it look like the other coin that we got?
It looks similar.
Who's is it Sykes who has the other one? Who's carrying the other one?
Yeah, I have the other one.
Alright, there you go. And I just tossed him this one.
I want to snag that obsidian rod.
Phrasing?
I said what I said.
Attaboy. Stand your ground.
Hey, you get it. Anyway, you
I don't
can.
think-
Life's too short for disappointment.
I don't think I can use it, honestly, but we definitely shouldn't just leave it here.
We'll take it.
Oh, someone's going to take it.
Ba-dum-bum.
Someone is going to take my black rod.
City. It's hard to minute. What kind of
As
boots
you
or shoes is this guy wearing? What kind of boots or shoes is this guy wearing? They look nice.
They do actually look nice. They are some nice gray treated leather boots.
Sykes will take them.
True, is he wearing any armor or anything?
No armor on him.
Does his robe look nice?
It does actually.
Alright, we'll take that too. Just strip this man nude.
This is very much feeling like a Skyrim-esque moment. Just gonna take all of their everything.
Sort of on the altar is like the. Is there still like the glass ball, but it's just gone dim?
The glass ball is still there, but yes, it has gone dim.
I think I'm just gonna walk up and just smash the shit out of it. Just cause. Gonna try. Yeah, use my. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, just the woodcutter's axe and try to just smash the shit out of the orb.
As you smash it successfully, you see that inside of it is actually a small purple quartz-like stone.
Hmm. I wanted nothing to do with this. He's interested by the stone for the second, but he's just like, no, don't want nothing to do with this.
Sykes will look at it and make a. If no one else wants to grab it, he'll go ahead and secure the purple quartz.
Too busy stripping the robes off this guy.
As you're stripping the robes away, you can see along his chest are a number of scars that seem to have been cut to create patterns, like little lines and dots all over his chest.
Interesting. Can I roll Arcana or History or something to suss out what that might
Arcana
be?
would do it.
No, couldn't have done it twice.
Unfortunately, those are a mystery to you. However, you do all get to level up to level 4.
Yay!
Oh, heck
Hooray.
yeah.
Yay.
Are these like indentations and bumps? These scars?
They're like bump scars.
Can I make an etching?
Well, that's grim.
I mean, it's either that or I carve off his skin.
That is the
Wow, that
milder of the
escalated
two.
quickly.
Yeah.
It's like, give me the easier option.
I mean,
or-
there's only two
Taking it.
options. Yeah.
I can only take the two options here.
Perhaps you can use. I don't know. What was your first option? You're just gonna.
He's got
That's
cartographer tools. That should help a
Just
little bit.
like place a
Yeah,
piece of
paper over
parchment
it, like-
over it and charcoal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then yes, you can make an etching.
Excellent. Maybe somebody knows something more. about this.
And we had
When
made camp before this.
yeah, when Sykes grabs the quartz, does he notice? Does it look like the other types of stones? Like I know it's purple, but is it
It
look
looks
like a magical?
not identical aside from the color, but similar.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
different colored stones, different planes, different planar magic somehow.
You might be onto
Maybe.
something.
Just a working theory. Can I remember anything about the color associated with the portal I walked through?
you didn't see any stones. You just encountered the portal.
And what color was that portal?
Not one that you saw. It's the kind that you accidentally like walk through. You're not aware that it's there.
Okay.
Like falling into
Well,
the
put
back
that theory
rooms.
on the back burner for now.
Work in theory, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that level up, I think that is where we will end for today.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't
Sounds
forget to
good.
level up to level 4.
It feels like so long.
I have no control.
It has been a while. Yeah.
I remember you saying that the first level up was going to take quite a bit.
That's correct.
I have no intention to do
Good
this
spot
right
with
now,
it though. It was a good battle.
but where are we on multi-class?
I'm fine with multi-classing.
Okay. Good to know. Think about where to put this level then.
Yeah, I love multi-classing. I prefer it to have some
Or
theming to
friendly.
it,
Yeah.
but not to avoid optimized gaming, but as long as like putting some flavor, some theme to it, and if it's going to be something like warlock or sorcerer, a little bit of advanced notice that you're going to go that way, so that there can be some storyline to accommodate it.
I will let you know, although I doubt it'll be a full caster. Let's be honest. Assassin most
Like,
likely.
what happened to him? All of a sudden, he's like ripping out like.
Wait,
Warlock
explain to me how you bumped into a genie who gave you a pack last night, because you were in your tent.
Yeah. This is really
Yeah.
weird.
Oh yeah, you guys were asleep. It was all during first watch. You know, this devil came. You know, made great deal with him.
In fact, it was the devil that was helping the other guy.
He's like,
Wait,
you
do
want
you
to
guys
do his
have,
glass
like,
shit? Yeah.
Is on your own.
God damn it! Well, you just offed my guy, so
I mean, especially if we camp here, that kind of it's something that could be worked in if we have notice.
yeah, it can work. Just tell me.
All right, guys, I'm gonna leave. I'm ordering pizza. Thanks for the session.
Yeah, it was
Good
really
call.
fun.
Thanks all.
All right,
Yep.
good night, everybody.
Good night.